So I'm out here in San Diego for a digital marketing conference, and I noticed that there's three kinds of digital marketers here. You have the agency owners that are already hyper successful with digital marketing. They're at 7 to 8 figures. You have the digital marketers that have had success with digital marketing, but aren't at that 7-figure range. So these are the people that are maybe anywhere from 4 to 25K per month. They're kind of like stagnating and looking at how do we take our agency to that next level? And then you have a lot of beginners who are looking to just start their digital marketing agency. And so if you fall under one of the other two camps, which are going to be the people that have had some success and the people who are brand new and just getting into this space, then what I've done for you is I've created a step-by-step video for you. I've taken all of the ingredients, everything that you would need to become successful as a digital marketer and really go to that next level to have a 6 to even 7-figure agency. And I've put it together in the video that you're about to watch. Now, before you get started, if you haven't met yet, my name is Bruno Souza. I have my own digital marketing agency, and now because I have freedom of time and freedom of money, I enjoy just making this type of content for you guys. So if you want to become a better business person, a better digital marketer, then like, subscribe. I have so much other content on my channel that's dedicated just to helping you guys out. And with that said, let's jump into this video. So step one is that you're going to start out by picking what niche of customers you're going to serve. And that's right, we're actually going to go pick the niche first before we even get into what type of marketing services are we going to offer. Now, one of the worst pieces of entrepreneurial advice you will get, at least when it comes to the digital marketing, making money online world, is follow your dreams. People will tell you that all the time. Follow your passion, follow your dreams, work with your dream clients. And when you are just starting out, that is the worst advice that you can receive, because when you're starting out, you have all of this low-hanging fruit around you that could easily get you to that 10K per month mark, but they're probably not going to be your dream clients. Now, you can either go and build your agency following your passion, following your dream, and it's going to be brutal and it's going to take a very long time, or you can just start getting that 10K per month in the bank by picking the low-hanging fruit, and then you can focus on what you actually want to do. Now, I don't know about you, but I would rather be working when there isn't that financial pressure on me, when I have money coming in, and now I do have the freedom and the love to actually pursue what I want. And so how do you pick a niche? How do you identify that low-hanging fruit around you, those easy opportunities? And to start off, we're going to be looking at the circle of proximity. Now, somewhere in your cell phone contact list, on your Facebook contacts, your Instagram contacts, your LinkedIn contacts, there are probably going to be a handful, if not more, of people that want digital marketing services. These are going to be friends. These are going to be family members, and they're going to be your best opportunity to be able to get experience in the niche and actually be able to deliver results. Now, here's the thing. You can't scale and grow a digital marketing agency if you don't know how to deliver results. And so when you're starting off, you don't necessarily know what you're doing. So you can't go charge somebody or ask them for money when you can't deliver the results. That's sociopathic, and I know a lot of gurus go tell you to do that, but don't. That is very unethical. That is sociopathic. Imagine if you went to a car dealership and they told you this car is amazing, here's all the bells and whistles, but then when you actually buy the car, it doesn't work. You'd be furious. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna find those people within our circle of proximity that we can help, and we're gonna generate results for them for free. And then once we know, okay, I just got these results in this niche, well, now we just find other people in that same niche. Now that we have results for them, we show them, hey, this is what we were able to do. Would that be worth some kind of exchange? And so there's a couple of common questions that you get when it comes to niche selection. And it is, what niche is going to be the best niche? What if I miss out on this? What if I miss out on that? And here's the thing. There is money in every single niche. You can be rich working with plumbers. You can be rich working with lawyers. You can be rich with a garbage collection company. There's money everywhere. Now, granted, some niches are going to be easier than others, but that is going to be offset by the fact that you are working within your circle of proximity, and you are going to be limited to the people around you when you're starting off if you want to be able to get those fast results. And so what your agency is going to look like is when you're starting out, you might have a couple of clients in a bunch of different niches when you're hitting that 10K per month mark, and that is okay. The pivot that you eventually make, and I'm throwing this in here because if I didn't, it would be a disservice to you, is that you eventually niche down and you start working with only one type of client. The beautiful thing is, if the first person you reach out to, they're willing to work with you, then perfect. You actually don't need to do 10 clients in 10 different niches. You just get results for that first person, which brings us to step two. Step two is creating a product that delivers results. And when I say product, don't think I'm talking about like a water bottle or a material item. What I'm talking about is a digital marketing service. And this is when we can start talking about which niches to get into. And so before we go into that topic, let's cover what the most important thing is when you're picking your digital marketing niche. If your goal is to get results fast, you need to understand what's called an authority cycle. Now, the best way to describe an authority cycle is like this. Let's say you decide you're gonna get into the SEO niche. Let's say you get that first free client, you get that first person that you're gonna help out for free. How long does it take from you to go from just starting your work to actually delivering the results that they want? Well, if you're in the SEO space, it's gonna take you about 6 months to gather that data and have their rankings, and then probably another 2 months of collecting data to see what kind of revenue are you bringing in with those SEO results. And so you're looking at an 8-month authority cycle from the moment you pick up your first client. If you're doing something like paid advertisements, it could be much shorter than that. You can set up your ads during the first 2 weeks, and then you can have another month of running these ads and you're going to see the results. And so then you are looking at a 6-week authority cycle. Now, the reason why this matters so much is because when you're trying to sell your agency's product or service, it becomes so much easier when you have data, when you have proof that what you do actually works. There are so many sociopathic marketers out there that are pitching their services when they don't even know if their services work. And so you can set yourself apart from the pack by having data and being able to go to a business owner and say, hey, Mr. Business Owner, here's the deal that I'm gonna offer you. You can expect a 10x ROI, and let's say we get you a 5x ROI, I'll give you half your money back. I'm gonna make sure that we stay profitable for you. These are the results that you can expect. This is the results that I got for this previous client. And now you can actually logically close people without having to become some kind of like sales god or sales master, which, by the way, is the secret to closing people without being good at sales. It's to have proof that what you're selling is gonna get them to where they want, irrefutable evidence. And so to summarize what we just talked about, the most important thing when it comes to picking what marketing niche you're gonna get into is the length of the authority cycle. Now, when I was growing my agency, even though we're an SEO agency, we actually used a completely different service that has a 7-day authority cycle. And all that we're doing is something called database marketing. And so let's say we're going to be working with a gym. We would just go to that gym. We would tell the gym owner, hey, give me all of the contacts that you have in your database. I would go and send everybody on that contact list either an email or a text message running an offer and get those people to show up as a booked sales appointment for that gym. And the results that these gym owners would get would be a 6-figure pipeline in just 7 days. And so not only do I get to showcase these huge results, but I do it super fast. It's all automated. There's very little cost to me. And then now I get to go to 5 more people and say, hey, you see that gym owner just a couple of neighborhoods away? Look at what we did for them. I could get you these kinds of results. Yes, Mr. Gym Owner, I'm talking about how by the end of next week, I could have 6 figures in booked sales appointments for you. And that's how our agency was able to scale and grow so rapidly. It was by having a short authority cycle and then delivering those results and then going to the other people in that same niche and being like, hey, check out what we were able to do. Here's the irrefutable data. It actually gets even better than that, because now that I put 6 figures in their pocket, now I can take my SEO services, which has that very long authority cycle, and I can tell the business owner, hey, Mr. Business Owner, we already made you all this money. We can do even better for you with our SEO services. But this is going to take 6 months for us to get to the profitability point. And so I'd like to propose these services. And the cool thing is, Mr. Business Owner, there's no risk to you because you're going to be playing with the house money. You're going to be playing with the money that we already made you. And this process is something that I call the profit launch. And profit launching is the fastest way that you can start delivering results for just about any business. The only people you're not going to be able to really help are going to be attorneys, are going to be people in the legal space. Medical, it gets a little icky, and emergency services are a no-go, but then every other niche, the profit launch just absolutely crushes it for. Now, in order to do a profit launch, you are going to need a specific software. Now, the deal that I have for you guys is that if you do end up giving that software a try, you get a 14-day free trial of it. And if you do decide to go down that road, then I'm going to give you an exact copy of my business model in that software, along with all of the training that you need to be successful with it for free. Now, if you want to learn more about profit launching and you want to explore that business model, I promise you there is no more valuable free course that you are going to find on the internet other than this one that you get a chance at free access to. So if you want to go down that road, my success becomes tied to your success, so you can bet that I've put my heart and everything that you need in that training program. The link is going to be in the description below. And so this now leads us to step 3. Once you have that data, once you have that product, now you are ready to craft your pitch. And when I say pitch, I'm not talking about some silly sales script. I'm talking about how do you actually present your offer. And when a business owner hears it, are they going to get really excited, or are they going to be like, this is kind of risky? And so when you put together your pitch, there's going to be 4 things to look for. The first is going to be trust. And this is why we did step 2. This is why we gathered the data. It is how much trust have you built up with the business owner in order for you to actually close them. Now, when you're able to go over to a business owner and you can show them the data, you can show them irrefutable proof that you're a good digital marketer and you're able to deliver results, boom, the trust box gets checked off. And this becomes even more valuable when you're able to actually get a referral or a testimonial from the person that you helped. The second thing that you're going to be looking for when you're creating your pitch is what are the results that you are promising. Now, the important thing to understand is the closer to a monetary result that you can promise to a business owner, the more likely they are to say yes. And then the further you get from a monetary result, the less likely they are to say yes. And so this is a really good thing to write down and store, because I promise you guys during your digital marketing journey, if you keep this in mind and you're constantly auditing how you're pitching people, how you're offering, this is going to make your chances of closing way higher. So a monetary result, for example, is the best thing you can do is just promise people money. Like, hey, if you give me $1, I'll give you 10. But that can get you in a lot of trouble and you can't really control that much. So the second best thing that you do, and this is what we do, is we tell business owners, hey, we're going to get you a 6-figure pipeline. Now, a 6-figure can mean anything from 100,000 to 999,000. So that gives us a lot of wiggle room. We also go over, it's a smaller business. And once again, in the Profit Launch course, you can see how we calculate this, but I say a 5-figure pipeline in just a couple of days. That can mean anything from $10,000 all the way to $99,000. We get that wiggle room. But despite having that wiggle room, we are promising a monetary result. Now, when I closed all the enterprise and national companies that we worked with, the deal that we made, or how I was able to hook their CMOs, was by promising an ROI. Hey, if you spend $1 with me, we can guarantee you a minimum of a 10x ROI. Most of our clients are between 10 and 20, so we can guarantee a minimum of 10. And if for whatever reason we fall below that, then we just scale your bill back. So for example, if we promise you a minimum of 10 and we only get you a 5, then guess what? You get a 50% discount. Now, because you guys are beginners, you're not going to be offering that, but once you get more data in your company and you know how to predictably generate results, then you can start making that promise. Now, the next best thing that you can start offering are booked sales appointments. And so this is a big part of our business model, where we generate booked sales appointments for different companies, and then we just get a commission on whatever we booked for them. That way, there's no risk for the business owner, and we're still getting paid, and we're still close to a monetary result, because they understand that they have a 50% closing ratio with their booked sales appointments, and each appointment is worth maybe $1,000. Then they understand that every appointment we book for them is worth $500, and so they're more than happy to give us 100. Now, some of the worst things that you can start offering that I see a lot of people doing, and I'm going to go from, these are all bad, but I'm going to go from like least bad to most bad, is you then have calls, leads, then you have a bunch of vague stuff like SEO rankings and manage ad campaign and manage social media and logo design and graphic design and all of these things, because, or like video content. And don't get me wrong, there is a market for all of this stuff, but if you guys want to play business on easy mode, then we got to hang out over here with the monetary results. If you want to do nightmare difficulty mode, then go over here to the right with like the logo designs and promising rankings and blog posts and social media management. And so the second thing that we're looking at when we're creating our pitch is what is the result that we are promising and how close is it to the actual monetary value. The third thing that we're looking at is what is the amount of commitment required for the client. So with the profit launching offer, I'm going up to a business owner and I'm saying, hey, Mr. Business Owner, let me build you a 5 to 6 figure pipeline in the next 7 days. You don't have to give me your credit card, and you only pay if you are 100% happy with these services. So what is the commitment required from the business owner? Nothing. They don't have to do any work, so there's no effort commitment. There's no 6-month contract that they sign that they're hooked in for, and there's no financial commitment. So this offer is as good as it gets. Whereas if you look at something like a lot of these SEO contracts, it's like, hey, you're gonna pay me $3,000 a month, which is like the cost of a Lamborghini. You're gonna do that for a minimum of 6 to 12 months, and I'm gonna need you to do all this work for me. And so that's a very unsexy offer. That is playing business on nightmare difficulty, trying to close people like that. Now, you can do it, but once again, stack the odds in your favor. Make this as easy as possible. Don't make things harder than they need to be. And then the last thing that we're looking at is speed. How fast can you deliver results? Netflix crushed Blockbuster because they could get you movies instantly. Amazon wiped out retail because they could get things to you instantly. Speed is a huge factor. If I can generate a 7-figure pipeline for a business owner in 7 days, but it's gonna take you 6 months to get that same result, who do you think they're gonna work with? Who do you think they're gonna say yes to? And so the faster that you can get the client the results, the better your offer is going to be. And so take these 4 components that I've given you, which are trust, results, commitment, and speed, and audit and craft your offer around that. And once again, guys, if you're loving this content, this is exactly what I teach in the Profit Launching course. So I highly encourage you to start that free trial and get free access to the course. And if for some reason you don't want to use the software that we use, but go and get it for free. There's literally no risk to you. Okay, so step 1 is you pick your niche of customers that you're going to work with. Step 2 is you actually get data through one of the marketing niches, whichever one's going to best serve your niche, or if you're using Profit Launching, you can use that. Step 3 is you're going to craft your offer. You are going to craft your pitch. And now step 4, and this is really where you guys do not have to overcomplicate things. You do not need mass email marketing campaigns. You don't need VAs on your social media reaching out to people. You don't need to be spamming people. All you need to do is take the data from step 2, take your pitch from step 3, and then just go a couple of towns over and present that to the business owners there and just be like, hey, do you know the business a couple of streets down the road? They're gonna be like, yes, because most business owners know all of their competitors. Then you go, well, these are the results that we got for them. I could do the same for you, Mr. Business Owner. And now you're in the game. And now you present your offer, you present your pitch. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes to close somebody. You're not trying to do the whole high-ticket emotional sales script here. You're just doing this 10-minute close where you are logically explaining to the business owner what you're offering and what you're doing, and there you go. If you didn't hit 10K per month just by reaching out to the people in your circle of proximity, this is the next step, and the best advice I can offer you is to not overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. I get it, when you're starting out, 10K per month might seem like a lot, but trust me, you can easily hit that in 90 days if you just follow these steps. And now I'm gonna add a bonus, step 5 for you guys, so that you can start generating leads on autopilot. Once you generate results using step 2 for whatever niche you're going into, now all you have to do is take those results, turn it into a video like we're chatting right now, and post that video online and say, hey, are you a gym owner? Do you want to learn how to get these kinds of results? Well, here's a case study. Here's what we did for client A, B, and C. Here's how we did it, and we can do this for you too. If you want a consultation on how we can grow your business or see if we're a good fit, then click here below, and boom, now you got a video pitch so that you're going to be generating leads on autopilot. If you guys have enjoyed this content so far and you want to become better digital marketers, you want to learn how to run an online business, and you want to just overall become a better business person, then like and subscribe so that I can actually send you more fire content for free. And once again, I've left a link to the software down below that we use at my own company. The reason why I use this is so that whenever I'm bringing anybody on board, I can literally give them an exact copy of what I'm using, and instead of starting from scratch, they get to start from where I'm at. And so if you want to learn how to pilot that software and start profit launching, start bringing in clients, then go ahead, start that 14-day free trial. I'm going to send you all the resources that you need, including how to run your own profit launches and then how to scale them. Understand that when you start that free trial, you're only going to stay on that software if you're successful. And so you better bet that I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that you have the success that you need and are able to grow your digital marketing agency. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your questions. I'll be happy to answer anything. And with that said, I hope you learned something today. Cheers.